me. We've played 39 games, incidentally. We are yet to see 1-0-0, no nil-nils yet in this season, and long may that continue. It all began, of course, with West Ham's win at the very first Premier League game at Kenilworth Road on Friday night. Then those 2-2 draws between Sheffield United and Everton, Brentford and Bournemouth. Five-star show from Spurs. Defeat for Chelsea at home to Forest. 5 for City as well. And Newcastle's third consecutive defeat away at Brighton. Earlier today, Palace beat Wolves by 3-2. Liverpool beat Villa by 3-0. And 3 goals for Arsenal and 3 points, having gone 1-0 down at home to Manchester United. So, of course, there is an international break now, 4 games into the season. Nice little screenshot for City fans, the only side with a 100% record. But Spurs, Liverpool, West Ham and now Arsenal have all started unbeaten with 10 points from 12. Burnley and Luton, the newly promoted teams, have only played 3 yet to register a point. Everton, Sheffield United and Bournemouth yet to register a victory, and Manchester United in the bottom half on 6 points.
Martin, I know you're usually pretty good at being calm and measured, but the emotions right now must be absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love to win like this. I love these games. I love to play at home. The fans, you know, the atmosphere is unbelievable. So very, very happy and proud of the team as well, you know, to come back in the game and to win, you know, massive game for us. So yeah, very, very happy.
The roof absolutely came off at the end, and I saw you go over to the supporters after full time. What is it like sharing that moment with like a big group like that?
No, it's the best feeling in the world, honestly. This is what we play for, you know, this feeling, to celebrate with our fans, to give them something back, you know, everything they do for us, how they supported us in each moment, you know, when we go 1-0 down, they keep cheering. And they gave us so much energy, so yeah, it's amazing to give them these 3 points back.
And actually, the last couple of minutes, plus stoppage time, felt like a match in itself, didn't it? You lost it and then you won it.
Yeah, no, it was mad. Don't know what happened, but we played like, I don't know, 12 minutes. But yeah, Gabi did so good there in the end, and I got the 3rd goal, so yeah, it was good.
And you scored a great goal, but I bet it feels about 100 years ago now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a long one. I think all the games are like this now, you know, with the added times, and yeah, you have to be prepared to play 100 and 105 and 110 minutes, you know, so we have to dig deep every game, but I thought we did brilliant today, and I think we deserved the win as well.
And I heard no real time to enjoy it. You've got to get straight on the plane for international duty.
Yeah, Norway. Straight to Norway now, so yeah, it was going to be good to see the boys there again and keep going there as well, so yeah, excited.
Well done, incredible day.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, his equaliser in the first half. At the break at the Emirates Stadium between Arsenal and Manchester United, they're always eventful. Sprung into life with those 2 goals. What have you made of it?
Yeah. No, I thought Arsenal were the better side in the first half. And Manchester United struggled to play through the pitch. I think they ended up going long on a couple of occasions. It's not really what Erik ten Hag wants to do. He wants to play out from the back. And we've seen them counter-attacking to devastating effect over the years. And that's what they did when Kai Havertz made the mistake of a square pass. And that was their main sort of part that they played in that first half, Manchester United. It was a brilliant counter-attack, finished perfectly by Rashford. But in general, it's been Arsenal that have had control of the game.
They have, and that's why you had the frustration in which the way Arsenal went behind.
Yeah, because it's a mistake. And like I said at the start, Man United, you can't underestimate them simply because of the calibre and quality of player they got. So this is how Man United are playing. This is what they want. They want a counter-attack. It's a poor pass from Kai Havertz across the pitch. And once you get into this situation, you know Rashford wants to come in on the right foot. Somebody maybe should make that adjustment, but they don't make. And it's a brilliant goal. It's a great goal, you know, and exactly how you're believing that Manchester United are going to score a goal through a mistake from Arsenal, because up to this point they're in total control. And then the quality comes through now. Eriksen's great pass, Rashford's ability to come in on his right foot, and you know, even though he got a hand to it, it's a fantastic finish. So that's what you have to be careful of. No matter how much possession you've got, no matter how dominant you're being, Man United can do that to you, no matter how poorly they're playing.
And you're sick of the sight of him. That's 6 goals against Arsenal now, his 2nd favourite opponent. Yeah. Straight away, Michael, we noticed this. Mikel Arteta called his captain over as soon as the goal went in.
Yeah, and whatever he said worked, because obviously he was the man that got on the end of it. A matter of seconds later, Steve, the kickoff was taken and Arsenal got back into the game straight away, which they needed to do.
And could, Peter, Manchester United have done any better here?
Yeah, I think, I mean, I had a coach who always said to me, or to the team, you know, that you're most vulnerable right after you've scored. You know, you've got to focus, concentrate. I think Martinez shouldn't be running towards what he's doing. He should be running to what the error is. Eriksen should be running back and cover for him. But he runs the other way, Martinez. Takes himself out of the game. And I think Dalot as well, looking for a little bit scared of Saka. But I you know, in defending, a lot of the times it's about putting out fires. So you put one fire out and don't think about the next one until you have to put that out. And I just think that, you know, the players, they weren't focused, they weren't concentrating enough. They were happy they were 1-0 up. And when you're up against that level of quality, the touch on the left-hand side, the cross in, and of course the ball ending at the feet of Odegaard, who was a fantastic player, well, then you're going to be penalised. It's great quality from Arsenal's point of view, and it's interesting that we both analysed the goals scored from the opposite viewpoint to where the mistakes are. But both goals actually ooze of quality. The pass, the finishing, it's really good stuff.
At 0-0, Kai Havertz, what happened?
Yeah. You know something, you just want these kind of things to happen for him. He's obviously, with this, Steve, he's taking his eye off the ball. I'm thinking this is what he needs. You know what I mean? He needs to settle himself down. There's a lot of talk about him, but like, for me, it's a great touch, Pete. Mike, it's a great touch.
Fantastic, sets him up really well.
He's kind of just like, he's just slashed his foot at it instead of just watching it. Keep your foot on it. From where you are, anything on target, you probably score. And I think at the moment, that's how it's going for him. You know, it came off from Anthony Martial's hand to get to him, so I can't complain about that. But at the same time, it's the kind of chance that you hope he takes so as he can start to get himself going at Arsenal.
You just don't see that, do you? Professional football is like simply missing the ball. If the ball's shooting across 100 mile an hour, then okay. But it was all calm and there was a beautiful touch and it was right in front of him and he missed the ball. I mean, he missed the ball. You just don't see that. I think you said, didn't you? I haven't seen that in
I haven't seen it for a
years
long
and years.
time. Yeah, I haven't seen it for a long time. And
how do you miss the ball?
again, Mike, it's one of those that you're hoping for a new signing, somebody that, you know what I mean, Arsenal fans are still, we're waiting for it to happen for him. That's in this game, scoring that kind of goal kind of takes you to that place. So I'm just hoping that it can happen.
He's struggling for confidence, isn't he?
A little bit.
Yep, he's 15 club games without a goal, Kai Havertz. So 1-1 at half-time at the Emirates in a very eventful ending. Before we see Declan Rice's big moment, well, I was going to say, can we clear up? Is it possible to clear up whether it was a corner to Arsenal?
I think if we're going to be really nitpicking about it, that you look at it and obviously Martin's going to appeal for it, but I'm trying to see if you can see the trajectory of the ball, then if he's hit somebody, it would start spinning. And I can't see from there whether it can, but whether we can see it from there. But he's instantly, see, the ball looks like it's just moving, and you can't see no spin. And what would happen is that spin would, if it hits something, it just naturally puts top spin on it, and that's why we was thinking, well, you know, you're naturally going to appeal because you want to get the corner. So
what are you saying? Was it a corner or not?
It didn't seem like, I can't clear up whether it's a corner or not.
Simple yes or no.
Well, I can't see if it's a corner or not. I'm just trying to explain, Peter, why I don't think it is. There's no spin on the ball. So
was it a corner? Yes or no?
Yeah, probably yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to hear that. So I'm going to tell you what. We can't clear it up. How can you clear it up? You know, but they've given it, and it's the difference, isn't it? That's the margins.
Margin. They are so tight. The offside, is it offside? Is it non-offside?
What do you think about the corner?
My point is, you know, it's the little things that has this great influence on how the game turns out. I personally don't think it's a corner because I think you can, if it hits something, you can see it on the spin of the ball. You can see how it spins. If it hits Eriksen's leg, it's definitely going to have an impact on how the ball's flying and the spin on it in the air. Michael? And it just looks like he gets under the ball here and, you know, just skies. But of course, he's claiming it.
Yeah,
that's pretty good play.
We've got no way, from these pictures, we've got no way of being sure, have we? That's the bottom line. So Odegaard did claim as soon as he hit it, but as the lad said, everyone claims, you know, when the ball goes, it's either a goal kick or a corner. So you say, go on a ball, you know, and that's just a natural reaction. On those pictures, it's very, very difficult to say. But the only little hint is the ball.
Yeah.
And when you see the ball, it doesn't look like a deflected shot from the ball, but that's not conclusive evidence.
So, next question is, Johnny Evans, was he fouled before Declan Rice scored?
My instinctive reaction was, yes, he's definitely fouled. I would say, obviously, Riley was flying everywhere in the studio. I said, calm down, you know, it's going to be, it's cancelled out because it's a foul. But when we see it again, it's actually a foul the other way. Johnny Evans is actually putting, so you see that, it's the other way. I think it's really, really bad defending. How can you let Declan Rice, first of all, be free there and then give him that much time when you're 6 minutes into added on time and there are enough players there, Harry Maguire, Marcus Rashford, Johnny Evans is on the ground, but there's enough players there to go out and challenge. And then at the end of the day, I know it gets a deflection, but if I'm Onana, I would be a little bit annoyed with myself for not having saved.
Savable?
Yeah, because it's not that difficult. You know, it gets a deflection. He's still getting to it. You know, it's not like he doesn't have to change direction massively. You know, he's still there. The way there are little things, you know.
Well,
but have
it was the second half of fine margins, wasn't it? So
yeah,
that was one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought Johnny Evans was trying to block Gabriel, so I didn't think it was a foul at all, despite, claims. So I thought that was fine. And yeah, I agree. You'd have to look at the goalkeeper there. Does take a deflection. Johnny Evans actually pulls Gabriel out the way in the end. He blocks him there, he tries to block him, and then Declan Rice has sweeped around the back. Does really well to keep it down when a bouncing ball like that, you've got to concentrate. And then it just takes that little deflection off Johnny Evans.
And then hit into the crowd of players. That's what I see what you're saying there, in respect, because with some deflections, it deflects and it goes way over that side. Obviously, you ain't got no chance, but with that one again, ain't it though, Pete? He's expecting a different kind of shot, though, isn't it? Because he's gone down and then it's deflected and then it's. I don't know how you move your arm.
So the way I phrased it was, I said that Onana probably will be a little bit unhappy with himself. So it's not like a clear, massive goalkeeping mistake in that respect, because it does get a deflection. It does have an impact on how you dive and where your balance is. Sometimes you're so much out of balance that even a hand to it is not strong enough. But if that was me, I would probably be a little bit annoyed with myself and think,
okay, that's the mindset.
بوزوق لاعب الرجاء بديلا لميسي في صورة شطروز الأيقونة أمام رونالدو. نشر نادي الرجاء المغربي صورة لإثارة حماس جماهيري قبل مواجهة النصر في البطولة العربية لأندية كرة القدم، إذ وضع فيها نجمه الجزائري يسري بوزوق بديل الأسطورة الأرجنتيني ليونيل ميسي في محاكاة لصورة شطرنج الأيقونة أمام كريستيانو رونالدو قبل انطلاق كأس العالم في قطر. في 22 انتشرت صورة دعائية لإحدى العلامات التجارية الشهيرة في عالم الأزياء، ظهر فيها النجم البرتغالي رونالدو وغريمه ميسي في مباراة الشطرنج قبل مشاركتهم الأخيرة بالبطولة التي لم يسبق لهم الفوز بها قبل النسخة الماضية. ومثلت هذه الحملة نشر الرجاء صورة لمباراة الشطرنج تجمع بين كريستيانو قائد النصر وصيف بطل السعودية وبوزوق قبل المواجهة التي تجمع الفريقين في دور الثمانية غدا. وفي حين أن البرتغال ودعت كأس العالم التي فاز بها الأرجنتين من دور الثمانية على يد المغرب، فإن رونالدو يأمل تخطي عقبة الفريق المغربي في الدور نفسه من البطولة العربية ليقطع خطوة نحو التتويج بأول الألقاب هي مع العالمي. سجل بوزوق هدفا في فوز الرجاء 2-1 على شباب بلوزداد الجزائري في دور المجموعات، بينما هز رونالدو شباك الاتحاد المنستيري التونسي والزمالك المصري. تحول المهاجم كريستيانو رونالدو وجهو فيليكس من أحد النجوم الواعدين في كرة القدم العالمية لدرجة اعتباره خليفة مواطنه كريستيانو رونالدو إلى لاعب منبوذ من أتلتيكو مدريد وغير محببه في تشيلسي.